I want to play a game. You thought the game was over, but it's only just begun.
He goes the other direction this time. He has his man, and that's a touchdown. Kenny Stills. Kenny Stills. You take one away, he's going to get another.
Situation, not ideal, but we can dig ourselves out of it. So not down at all, just excited about the challenge.
Find the meaning, and you will survive. Live or die. Make your choice.
What's going on, everybody? It's Harley417 back again with another video, and we're actually here with the Bills at Jets Thursday Night Football preview. And there's been something lacking from my preview videos, you know, just generally. So the last couple of videos I've been having, you know, adding a little bit of something else I do, which is editing. I just wanted to know you guys' thoughts were of that edit. You know, it's Halloween. Actually, today is Halloween. And I just thought, you know, keep the spirit going, and with a little soft theme for all you horror fans out there. But yeah, so without you know, just let me know what you guys think of that in the comments below, and I'm gonna keep working at it. But as far as this game goes, it's a crucial turning point for the Jets. The main storyline, the last 4 games, really, the last 3 losses, you know, but 4 games is the leads that they've blown. Whether it be the Jacksonville game that they actually ended up, or the Cleveland game, the Jacksonville game that they blew a lead in, but they were able to finish in. They were up by 10 though late in the game and almost blew that game away. Cleveland, they were able to scratch out a win, but the last 3 games, man, you talk about the New England game, they're up by 14. Miami game, they're up by 14. They lost both of those games. Miami game was the more frustrating one because it's in the 4th quarter. Just finish the game. You know, committing stupid penalties, pushing us out of range and then the Atlanta game this past Sunday, ugly, nasty, rainy game. Penalties costed us big time and kicked and put us out of comfortable field goal range. You know, you can blame Catanzaro all you want, but you've got to realize it's so hard to kick, you know, and he's not an excellent kicker no matter what anybody thinks anyway. To be honest with you, he's got a leg like nobody, but he's not an excellent kicker. He will miss kicks, and for the ball being that slippery and that wet, I knew he was going to miss at least 1 or 2 kicks this game. It was just a matter of seeing if Atlanta could also, you know, miss, but they didn't miss any. So they ended up getting the W because of that. And the penalties, and we can't turn the football over, especially not on punts at the end of the game where Jeremy Curley muffed that punt, as you saw in the highlight reel earlier. But this game is so crucial, and it's in such a tight window. You know, you go from playing on Sundays, and now you're going to be playing on a Thursday night. Only 4 days of, you know, rest in between, and really only 2 days of rest because, you know, you get back to the film room Monday and you watch film for Buffalo, and you're out there practicing Tuesday, and Wednesday you practice, you know, and it's really a walkthrough Wednesday for the most part, but you really, you know, you gotta take advantage of the hours that you have during this 4-day period. It's such a hard time for ball players, but you know, luckily we'll be at home, so we don't have to make, you know, a trip in addition to the 4 days, you know. And we've been at home the last 2 games, and we've got to win this game. We've got to, you know, it's so critical. Like I said, it's the turning point of the season. You throw the records out the window. Buffalo's hot. They're looking great. Their defense is great. I think it just traded Marcel Darius, but he wasn't doing anything anyway. He was a starting defensive lineman, but he wasn't doing nothing this year. So like Muhammad Wilkerson, you know, with the exception of the last 2 games where he's finally showed up, you know, with a pick the game before last in Miami, and then the sack in Atlanta. If this game like really defines, you know, must win. It's divisional. We've got a 10-day break after this game, and it is the longest 10 days when you lose. When it's going on, you know, when you win the game, at least, you know, it's a long long time to wait in between the 2 games, but at least you've got that feeling of confidence, you know, that like, hey, I'm excited to come back and play. But after the 10-day break, you know, so much can happen. You can lose the locker room in that 10 days. You know, guys can, you know, get in trouble in that 10-day period if they think they've got nothing to play for. And you really do not want to be 3-6. The AFC's starting to heat up now. Now guys are getting their 4 wins. I think the 5 and 6 wins are in the wild card right now. Maybe 5 and 4 wins teams. But you can't lose this game, especially with Buffalo being one of those wild card teams, and they already beat us. So if it comes down to the end of the season where, you know, us and Buffalo have the same record, they're gonna go if they beat us Thursday night. So gotta win this game, and then worry about the rest of the schedule after that. I guess the keys to winning would be, you know, we have to shut down LaShawn McCoy. I don't care what anybody says about Tyrod Taylor this, Tyrod Taylor that. You've got to shut down LaShawn McCoy. It's so imperative to stop the run against any team, but especially against Buffalo, because LaShawn McCoy is such a skilled back that he only gets better as the game goes on. Sort of like Jay Ajayi, but he's way more talented than Jay Ajayi, who also, by the way, just got traded. And you know, speaking of trades, moves, Buffalo got Kelvin Benjamin too. You know, I doubt he's going to be much of the game plan tomorrow, but Thursday, but we'll see. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. You know, Buffalo tries to do offensively against us. Our secondary's been playing lights out this year. You know, they got picked apart against, you know, with Matt Ryan playing, of course. But for the most part this year, they've been great. They've been sound. Matt Moore, you know, came in after Jay Cutler, but they've been sound for the most part this year, which has kept them in ball games in addition to the offense playing so well. But this game, you know, there will be no rain, there will be no nasty weather. It'll be cold, I'm sure. Got to be able to run the ball. You know, I don't care what anybody says about Buffalo's defense. You want to be able to run so you can do everything else with, you know, the pass game. And it is so important that we finish this game for once. We've got to finish this game. You know, it's weird. The only 3 games we started this year with a opening drive touchdown on the first drive, we've lost all 3, and that was the last 3 games. So I mean, it's going to be so important to not only start fast and start great, but to carry that throughout the rest of the game. Not just the first 15 quarters, but the last 45 minutes, not quarters, the last 45 minutes of the game. You know, shut the run down, like I said. Don't let Tyrod get out of the pocket. When you do, make sure you get on him, and get on him fast before he extends the play and beats you deep. But force him to throw the ball. You know, keep him in the pocket. Bring him down when he breaks. Don't let him break contain. If he does, make sure you wham him and keep him scared of getting out of that pocket. We do that, man. I'm confident in our offense to beat Buffalo's defense, to be honest. I know they're playing well, but I don't think Eric Gaines will be playing this game for Buffalo. I know he's injured Sunday, so I wouldn't imagine they put him back on a Thursday night game just a couple of days after that. So he'll probably be out. It'll just be that other new corner, the Buffalo's Tre'Davious White. You know, well, we got weapons all across the board on offense, so I'm not concerned about that. We need to be able to run the ball, though. We need to be able to produce efficiently throughout the entire game. And when they punt the ball, when they turn the ball over, we've got to cash in. We've got to. You know, stop letting teams hang around. When your defense takes the ball away, you've got to capitalize every time. That's what championship teams are made of. That you mean you don't think Seattle, the Seahawks, the Denver Broncos, when they get takeaways, you don't think that they go down the field and score? You don't think they do that every time? That's why you see them win games 49-14, 35-10, 35-13, because they can score every time they get a takeaway. But you know, we follow those keys, man. We let Buffalo come in our house on a short little rest, feeling high and mighty about themselves. We've dropped 3 in a row. I've got no question that we're going to be up to play. And we're going to play hard, and we're going to play fast. The past is the past. We can only work on the future. So, with all that being said, this is going to be a good game. I don't know. I thought that my feeling would change after the Atlanta game about this game Thursday night, but it still hasn't changed. I still really actually have confidence in us this game. I believe we might be getting. We just signed that 49ers corner just about an hour ago. Something Robinson, I think. He's got a weird name, but I think it's going to help our secondary out in the rotation. And I really don't think our secondary is about to get crapped on. And if we shut down the run, there's no way we lose this game. If we don't turn the ball over, there's no way we lose this game. I got us winning 24-20. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and you heard it first from Harley. Get up and let the game begin.